Hi, in today's video, I'm excited to talk to you about my new upgrade toilet from Bazyths. This is Smart Bidet ZY760. Hello again. So I just received a week ago my new upgraded ZY760 Bazyths smart toilet. So I'm gonna do short unboxing so you see what's included, and then I'm gonna do my installation. And in the next couple of days, I'm gonna give you my review on what I think about it. So once you open the box, first thing you can see is a nice and beautiful, huge buttons, remote control. And from what I understand, this remote control is programmable for 2 users. So it's basically like having a nice Ferrari. You can set everything for 2 different users. We have a bunch of buttons on the top we're going to talk about later. And it looks like this back is magnetic, which is cool. Now we have a box. This is for emergency purposes when there's no power. So we get compression fitting to make sure that your installation is going to be easy. We get quarter turn valve. Then we get a little plate, and of course we have an instruction. This is where LED lights are gonna be giving us beautiful night light. And from what I understand, I think this one also has a removable back. Yes, because this model ZY760 has ability to use a foam shield and automatically clean your toilet. This is really amazing. And here we have a LCD port. Now this is the first look of the toilet. It's beautiful modern shape. And now here we have a toilet seat. And then, so we have an extra cover. And then right here inside we have a flange accessory package. Now we have a location of the vent, and this is a dryer. And this is what is exciting. This is the little thing. It's gonna squirt the foam shield inside of the toilet. So this is going to be cleaned every single time. And then I want you to take a look at this. This is a rimless design. Beautiful rimless design. The only place where there's a little rim is right here for a reason, because there's gonna be water squirting over here. You don't want it to go up. And on the side, we have a one button for flushing and operating the toilet. Here on the sides we have a holes where we're gonna secure it, and in the back we can see a little tank that's going to hold the water. And then here we have a powerful jet that's going to push the water and flush it. And we have a power cable, and here's the bottom part for the foam shield. In flange accessory package, we get a flange with everything that you need to install it for new installations in new bathrooms. We have brackets that will hold the toilet with all the bolts, everything that you need. I'm upgrading my bathroom from Bazyths ZY690 mini to the full size, and the small one will go into my apartment. So now I want to show you a little difference between full size and small one. Because I'm installing my toilet in existing location, I'm using my existing flange as before, and also the brackets that I've already installed. And this is my water connection, because this toilet has a shape that goes really close to the wall. You need to have, depending of course on the distance from the wall. In my situation, my water supply had to be rotated out at 90 degrees. In my particular situation, as you can see, from the wall, actually from the tile down to the mid of the drain, I have about 12 1/4 distance. Another important thing to consider is this is how we're going to connect it to the water supply. So this part goes down to the water supply, and this is the filter. So periodically you can just open this part and remove the filter, clean it if there are any debris. And also at the end of the water supply hose, you're going to have this yellow ring. So with this yellow ring, you can easily hand tighten the water hose. Another very important thing to remember is that this is the auxiliary power. So if you don't have power and need to flush your toilet, then you can connect this box with this connector. This is operated by I think 12 batteries. You need to remember that you cannot keep this plugged in all the time because you're gonna damage the smart bidet. This can only operate it when this power is off, so you cannot operate both of them at the same time. So now I'm done with installation of my bidet. Once you have it set in place, remember you have to go and tighten the bolts on the side. Then you need to connect to the water, and then before you turn the water and before you plug in the toilet into the power outlet, remember that here we have a special compartment for the foam. So don't forget to fill it up. I'm going to show you how. So this ZY760 smart bidet comes with the foam shield. So the container is right here. All you have to do is just pull both of those small connectors. And this container, you're going to fill up with the solution that comes with the toilet. This is a special solution that is going to foam and clean inside of the toilet. So now I refill the container. I'm going to drop it down. Now I'm going to reconnect the connectors. All you have to do is just push them down. And this is how it looks. So we are ready to start operational of the smart bidet. I'm going to replace the cover. Before we turn the power on, we have to open the water supply. You cannot operate the toilet on an empty tank because you can damage the jet motor that operates the whole toilet. So wait until the tank is filled, then I'm going to plug it in. I also want to point out that the emergency power supply I always keep behind the toilet, just in case I need to use it. I know where it is, so it's easy to find. On the right side of the toilet, there's an indicator that this is the sensor, which you can touch, or you can basically get a little bit closer with your foot, and this way you can operate the toilet seat. Remote is operated by two AAA batteries. So this is the remote control, and here with that you can set up a lot of different options. So here you can close the toilet seat. And of course, one of the first things that you want to do is you want to set up the temperature of the seat, the water, and the dryer. You will see the indicator of that right here. And you're also gonna have the different lights that you can change. With the remote, you can change the water temperature. Here you can have a different setting. So you can start with the cold water, and this is indicator there's a cold water. You can have 95 degrees, you can have 100, or you can have 104. Also, you can do the same thing with the dryer. When I'm gonna click the dryer, you're also going to see a little bit different icon that shows you the fan. So for dryer, you can also, as for water temperature, you can see indicators right here. So we're going to go to cold. Now we're gonna have 95 degrees, 113, and we have 131. This is really, really hot. Also with this remote, you can just flush the toilet. You can use a foam shield. You can set up the night light. You can change the position of the wand, and you can also do the massage. And this is the position of the moving wand. And then you can also set the custom preferences for all the settings that you want for user number 1 and user number 2. In the back, we have additional options of overall lid, smart temperature, self-clean options, and here a seat temperature. If you live in the northern countries where it's cold, you're really gonna enjoy the heated seat. You can change the temperature by using the buttons in the back of the remote, and we can go from cold. I live in Florida, so I always leave it at cold, but you can have 95, 100, 104 degrees. This smart bidet comes with the remote that allows you also to change the lights. Right here you'll see the LED lights that will illuminate, and you have about 64 different ways of displaying that. So on the remote you have a night light. If you are going to engage it and hold it for 5 seconds, you're going to be able to change different settings and colors. By using rear and front buttons, we can change different configurations of the light. As you can see, you will see the corresponding numbers over here, and they can go up to 64, I believe. As you can see, the toilet is totally rimless over here, so it's gonna be very easy to clean. When you are going to approach the toilet will automatically open. You can sit down, do your business. Once we're gonna sit on the toilet, your foam shield is gonna be dispensed. After you've done your business, when you click your rear, the one is going to extend, and it's gonna start the cleaning process. You can move it so it's gonna be oscillating up and down. Once you click stop, it's going to retreat. Then you have a dryer that will engage after the water is flushed. What is very unique for this Bazyths ZY760A model is 4-second flushing. No other toilets have this system, and normally you have to wait between 14 and 16 seconds to go through the flush cycle. This one features only 4 seconds, and it's super quiet. As you can see, everything is done. And now the dryer compartment has opened, and now we're going to have a drying cycle going for 90 seconds. And after you're done, the toilet will automatically close and flush the toilet. If you don't want to use a remote control, you can always use this dial on the side, move it front or back, or push it, and when you push it, it's going to flush the toilet. If you're gonna move it front or back, it's gonna start the cycle of cleaning and then automatically drying. Each cycle is 90 seconds. And this is how it's gonna look at night when you're going to have a night light on. So when you're going to get closer to the toilet, and when you start using it, now the night light will come on. You're gonna use the toilet is going to close by itself, flush everything, and the light will turn off after you're done. So in summary, Bazyths ZY760A is an amazing smart bidet. This is my 4th bidet from Bazyths, and I have to say this is the best one I've ever seen so far. Why? First of all, it is super quiet, has 4-second flush time, and I love the foam shield, which sanitizes the inside of the toilet. And also this version of this bidet has a rimless edge, so it's so much easier to clean. Also, I just love the big remote control and ability to customize settings for both users. So I just love the smart bidet. I can recommend it to everybody. And if you have any questions, you can always send me an email. I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Give me a thumbs up if you like my video, subscribe for more, and thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.